You don't have to agree with that.
There's a show called Keeping Up Appearances.
You might actually like that one.
Her surname's Bucket,
It's-
but she's posh.
It's actually aged fairly well.
It has.
I'm surprised, actually, at that.
She's like,
Also,
doesn't like being
Waiting for
posh.
God.
Okay.
Waiting for God.
It's two old people in a retirement home
Oh.
where basically she's always been rebellious and he's just an old friend who would desperately like to get married to her, but she's never going to get married.
Okay.
And all the hijinks they get up to trying to stop the awful owners of the place from basically exploiting the residents.
Wow.
Made in the 90s. Anyway, sorry we're back.
Sorry, we're back.
Sorry, we are back.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an illustration of the importance of the comma.
Yes, that was totally the reason.
I had a rant about grammar earlier. I don't want to be mean. They are nice people. Not good to be mean. They are nice people. Grammar was not that forte.
Let's move on. He's turning into a ripe tomato. We need to go and do something else.
You're going as bad as I did when I started talking about Scorpion.
Oh, that was good.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was funny. Scorpion.
Don't. No.
Anyway, I will explain later when you're older. Now,
My brain went straight to the old 90s program.
no, this was 2010s, and it was terrible. Like, spectacularly bad. Like, I ranted for about half an hour bad.
Oh,
About one episode.
oh yes, I think.
The one.
Back to the game.
We'll get to flashbacks.
Back to the game. Back
We will
to
talk
the
about this
game.
later so that you can get it off your chest. But back to the game.
It was that bad we had to apologise to headphone users.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I was louder than Ed.
Yeah.
Which is saying something.
I don't
He
think
cut
that's
the mic
possible.
out at
I think Ed is my definition of loud.
Thank you very much. I'll take
You're
that.
welcome.
I think the kids think the same thing, to be fair.
Fair.
To be fair, you do sit quite close to my friend.
You're not
Oh,
loud.
thanks. That close.
You're not loud. You project well.
Thank you.
Wish I
Stage
could project.
voice.
Yeah. I mean,
I kind of lost mine.
fair. I've never not had a stage voice.
You were
Anyway,
born for the theatres.
Back to the game.
I was.
So, you are back in Radia's Landing. I'm going to just put you all back in the fucking...
Why I trained as an actor. Sorry.
I'm going to put you all back in the pub.
Woo. Yeah, I think I had a bacon buttons.
Yep, you did. No, you know, it wasn't a button, it was a fold over.
Oh yeah,
Pastry.
pastry melted from bacon melt.
With bacon and cheese. Which I totally didn't base off the thing I'd cooked earlier in that day. Right,
Fair now.
anyway, so what do you wish to do, folks? You are back in Radia's Landing. You have access to everything you need.
What time of day?
It would be, at this point, like evening, because you got back home right at the end of the day.
There's no point doing much in the way of progressing the story tonight.
We could go and have a meeting, and then at least we can reflect on it afterwards.
Yeah.
Go and see that.
And it's not something poison.
Yeah.
Was how recently have we emptied the chest?
Oh, that's a fair point, actually. Yeah, we'll go and.
What's in it?
Did you put televisions in it recently?
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
Not
Radiation
anymore.
suits. What else did I put in there? All sorts of stuff.
No, we don't have radiation suit. No, we don't combine.
Oh yes.
Is Brian still with us, or is he on the boat?
So,
Each time.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how's Brian's mental state after spending a few days with us and finding his entire religion has crumbled?
He's in charge, man.
Yes, he's in charge. So,
Yeah, he is literally the elder.
His entire religion was fake, started by a program that opened doors.
yes. So
How's that to control people?
how is he doing with that?
13. About as well as could be expected, I imagine.
He is handling it better than you might have expected, but he is definitely off his game.
On the journey back, did I manage to convince him that Tim's religion, as he is a real god, might be the way forward?
Make me first a religion check, then make me a persuasion check. The success you make with the religion check will determine how difficult the persuasion check is.
Do I get an advantage with religion because I know everything about Tim's religion? As I
You now have a disadvantage because you reminded me that you know everything about Tim.
okay,
I was gonna say, could I just be like, have you heard of our Lord and
Oh,
Savior?
a 20 and a
Right.
2. That's a good thing.
22.
Well, you said make it a disadvantage.
Mhm.
So I've got a 20 and a 2.
Okay, so 2 plus
Religion is 5, so that's a 7.
7.
I would like to try and convince him to join that tack.
You can do that next time.
Oh.
Oh, we need more Tim followers.
So you can now make me a persuasion check. The DC is over 20.
No, then. So that's a 13.
He does not seem swayed by your arguments. Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Moscat. That is appreciated. Also, Moscat said earlier, a sneak attack is a jab well done.
Fuck's sake.
I'll leave now.
So no, your joke wasn't so bad it killed the stream. The stream is just being a bitch today. Specifically, it looks like Twitch changed my stream key partway through the stream, which, thank you, Twitch.
Right.
Mm.
Love that.
Can't go back to research it when I get home.
Yeah, fun.
Anyway. Why did I take a bite of fucking cookie right before trying to speak?
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you something very important.
Oh, no.
I'm going to make a character in Harbour Light who is always eating now.
Call him Robert Downey Jr. Have you not seen any film he's in? He will always be eating something.
No, I don't
He
know.
loves snacking, and he hides snacks around the set. So mid-shot, he'll just be like, "Whoop." It'll
Anyway,
be like a bag of blueberries or something.
back to the game. So,
So you laughing at
if you wish to try and religiously convert Brian to Naktak's religion of rice, lawyers, and a few other things, you are welcome to try. If you make me a religion check, you do not have disadvantage since you have met Naktak, but you don't know him particularly well. You didn't adventure with him.
I used to be an adventurer like you till I took our rice to the knee. Religion, right? 25.
Mm.
He's waiting at 19. Why if he rolled it, just give us a number, we can do it for him.
No, he's getting better.
No, so 20.
25.
You can't do anything better if you don't practice.
DC is very low.
Oh.
Make me a persuasion check.
What is dice? Function, brain, please. Persuasion. 20.
Okay. Brian's willing to. He's willing to hear you out. He isn't going to instantly convert from one check, but at the same time, you've made a persuasive argument. You put forward that Naktak is a god. You have demonstrated he exists. He did help you. He has also given you the perfect rice. He's growing in the garden, tended by Eleanor, and he has a measurable impact on the world. He cannot be faked, which is surely better than the situation that Brian's currently in. Now, while he isn't willing to just throw everything he's done away and join your religion straight away, he's open to the possibility. More so than he is towards Tim, who he's met.
Yeah.
Don't mind.
Big hands, just
If you wish to go see the Iron Mask in the evening, you are welcome to do so. I do remember now that she did actually say in the evening she would escort you up. So shall we say that's in the morning instead?
Yeah.
We don't need this, we know the way.
Yeah, but she was going to get you all up there.
I mean, cloud
No,
light.
not all of us
Yeah,
can
the
fly,
cloud,
mate.
The cloud, I thought, we're not visiting in the government.
No, she was going to take you up to the...
Yeah, we were going to
Clouds.
have dinner with them. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In Cloud City.
You do not argue when someone offers you to fly you in a cloud.
If we go into a room and it's got a long room and the door opens at the end, there's a tall figure, black, total rip-off. Anyway.
Yeah. Also, nobody draw your guns. He will just force pull it out of your hand. It won't work.
I was going to go with Putin or anything.
What?
You can't actually see the other end of the table due to the curvature of the Earth. And now I've pissed off the flat earthers.
Yeah.
And the donut earthers.
Oh, I
I
forget.
can't
They
believe
think that
that
it's
is
a
an
ring donut.
actual thing.
And that gets over the whole sunrise sunset argument.
What? No, it doesn't.
I at least
What the fuck?
the ring donut ones. At least they're having fun. The flat earthers
I
just
take a photo
mad.
next to you. Would have
Yeah,
loved it.
but you'd look up and you'd see Australia. It'd be there. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes absolutely no sense. But don't forget, there are also people who thought we lived inside of a globe.
Mm-hmm.
As in, we were on the inside edge.
Yeah.
That was the thing the Nazis thought.
There's also that guy.
Yes.
This week.
What is it? Was that world ice theory or was that
I
something
don't
different?
fucking care. Anyway, back to the game, gentlemen. Back to the game. So, do you wish to go see them in the evening at the governor's mansion?
Sorry, it sounded like you said the McGovern's.
You did. I did indeed think.
I'm
It
sorry.
is a hideous image. I understand why you find that amusing.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go see him.
You spend a little bit of time catching up with Balance on what's been happening. She tells you that she's had one of her contacts has dropped out of communication.
Oh, were they in Ludara, perchance?
Yes, why do you ask?
Just, it no longer exists.
Yeah, Ludara
Yeah.
doesn't exist anymore.
It's kind of things dropped. They've dropped out of communication to things dropped out of the sky on it.
Ludara.
Yeah.
A big supplement. I'm interested.
The
Greatest city on the planet.
Formerly,
Yeah.
Second greatest.
formerly known as.
Yeah.
Well, there is Fort Charter, I suppose. But...
No. The second greatest.
Well, yes, there is Fort Charter, I suppose.
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about undersea.
He's being a pompous ass.
So is Galanth, actually.
No,
She
sorry.
doesn't-
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what city was that?
Let's stop this little charade
What's
here.
it?
Doug, oh my god, shut up.
You're cool.
What's
What's
it
city?
Ah, you gotta come up with a name for it, your backstory.
Nope.
You've only been playing
If
this
it's the
campaign
largest
for
city in
2
the world,
years.
you fucking should have come up with a name for it, my boy.
The Undersea City.
Atlantis.
Atlantia.
Titanica. Is it undersea?
Oh, dear me.
Anyway, we've had an invitation from the governor to go up to the mountain tonight.
Cool.
Doesn't
I
say-
think we shall accept said invitation then in that case.
Very-
Free food.
Probably. The governor is known for his generosity.
Mm.
Or lack thereof, rather.
Are you aware that the Aaron Mask is here in the city as well?
Yes, that was mentioned to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
he's
believe-
in the governor's mansion.
I believe we will likely be meeting them at the same time.
Indeed.
But do you want me to come with you? Since I was there at the beginning when the Iron Mask was first here.
Yes.
Very well.
I'm happy with that, yeah.
I will escort you. I suggest you get dressed in something a bit less encrusted.
Encrusted.
Dirty.
I can't imagine we've had a shower in a very long time, I'm not going to lie.
I've got a swim in the sea.
Who's got prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Can you prestidigitize us and all of our clothes, please?
What's he do it by? Like,
Very, very slowly. Yes, I
2
can.
foot.
oh,
2
2
foot
foot.
area.
Oh, that's not too
It's
bad.
not too bad. It'll
the
take
size
you a
of
few
Norway.
minutes,
Yeah.
but
Each casting is 6 seconds, so it's like
yeah.
10 in a minute.
Done.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done immediately, yeah. Was it a 2
Two-
foot cube, is it?
It's I'll have to check if it's 2 foot cube or a 2 foot square.
2 hours later.
Yeah, that's about right.
So you guys get a bit prepared.
Mhm.
The evening light starts to drift down as the sun starts setting.
1 cubic foot.
1
Cubic foot.
Okay, so it is a pretty big area for
Something that cleans you on the inside. This is
Are
technically.
you doing big
It's-
fish, little fish?
I-
Boss there.
items.
Just
It's different from
Technically, it can't do items that are worn, but I'm hand waving that because it takes fucking ages. So
All you need to do is just take off the clothes anyway.
yeah. So. Oh, grow up. So
So rude.
you prepare yourselves, get cleaned up, dressed up, and head out to the governor's mansion. You can see that the lights of the mansion are glowing fairly brightly. The soot has been cleaned away.
Is it now the White House? Did it get whitewashed?
It has been whitewashed. Yeah.
Yeah. We founded America,
We
boys.
just need to do it 2 more times.
It's a
It's true, they did get
Yeah.
burnt down by the Canadians.
Yeah, we need to wear red coats when we do it the second time.
As you head into the building, the doors are open for you. There is nobody trying to stop you. Balanthe is in front wearing very fancy robes with her flame scarf thing that she's got.
Geronimo.
You are led up to the governor's office, where you can see a dining table has been laid out.
Oh, shit. Okay.
There you can see the governor is sat upon end of the table and stands as you enter. Good, you've arrived. Please take your seats.
Thank you.
And anywhere between.
Your
Welcome
names.
to Sydney.
Not being funny, which one of the seats is the strongest?
That one's probably your best bet.
Okay. I go with that one then. I don't want to break furniture.
He's
while
got the
I'm
Have you got
Ahead
booster
of
seats?
table.
Yeah.
Booster seats can be provided.
Not that short.
No,
No.
If you sit on that seat there, you can spin it around and it'll take you up.
I choose to believe you actually make that noise in character.
This is where the fun begins.
We're spinning around.
It's like that bit in Thor, isn't it? Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Hang on. Oh, hello again.
Once you are all seated, as you will understand, we will be joined in a moment by a associate.
Indeed.
I've never actually met him.
No, I
Who
believe
this bloke is?
I am the only person here that actually knows who he is. I'm the only person here that actually met him.
Balanthe coughs.
Oh, sorry, present company accepted.
It has been some time. To be fair, we only met him once each.
I believe that is in fact the case, yes.
How much do you know of this man?
Not a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. Know what he looks like. Know that he wanted us to come here and get stuff. Technology, ideally, mostly. But barring the fact that he is an intensely magical being, or at least his suit of armor is, I don't know a lot about him at all, to be honest. Is there anything that you can furnish us with?
Advances towards the door for a moment. It's originally from Marona. That's about all I know on top of what you've already told me.
Marona. Wait, let me refer to the website.
You too can refer to the website at www.
Make sure you get the
Neocities.
right one.
Yeah, 'cause the other one is a
Coincide.
yeah.
But anyway,
What's the chances of that happening?
Laridian.neocities.org.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh no, I've just gone to the home
Remember,
page.
.org.
I mean,
There we go. World
Have you got another
Marona.
one?
Oh, is this the?
sorry, what was that?
Have you got another one of these set up at home?
It's a historical news record. I'm not sure how well it's going to come out though, because I'm making it like
Do we have to speak with all like the historical news reporter voices?
do you want to get
Today on the
Pardon, sorry, I generally didn't hear you over.
do
Sorry.
you want to get punched in the face?
I didn't hear you. What was that? Oh.
Because I'm not very good at throwing a punch. I prefer to kick. Knees, steel toe caps.
I've had steel to the face before, it's not that bad.
So, Marona. Would you like to read it out for the class?
Yes, why not? Located off the coast of Geridia, Marona consists of a series of large volcanic islands stretching out across the sea, vaguely towards Laridia itself. The most productive farming region in the world, thanks to their purchase of Laridian agricultural technology shortly before the Night of Fire. Somewhat democratic, with a semi-decentralized power structure vaguely based on village councils working together. The biggest city in the region is a large town with docks better suited for a true city. Population is mostly a mix of humans and elves, though both feline and draconic races make up a diverse immigrant culture.
Sounds like where we live.
Same as you, an elf,
Yeah.
dragonborn.
Tabaxi or a human. Although, being the fact that he is in Marona makes a lot of sense, because they were the only people to actively trade with the Laridians at any point.
I don't know what else it did.
Other people did trade with the Laridians, but
Oh.
the Maronans probably have the closest relation.
That is a sick beat. We need to remix that.
Fuck, the word is gone. It's convenient, but not convenient. Fuck it, it doesn't make any. I was gonna say it's quite convenient that they bought all this high-powered farm equipment just before the Laridians went.
I don't think they would have deliberately done that because they just.
Then again, they are the only city in the world with modern farming equipment.
Yeah, it's not much good on the water.
So, is there anything else you know of the man?
That is all. Apart from, he wants us to get stuff. He is very magical. His suit is. It seems like a very expensive suit of armor that he's wearing.
That's an understatement.
Mm.
I can't imagine there's no major problems. He's easy to rectify anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Well,
very good at acquiring things whenever you ask him.
Yeah, true. That is a fair point, actually, yeah.
So Jack is like scribing magic on his suit,
Or he's got a lot of connections.
Yeah, one of each other.
or a lot of himself.
Everything that he had on his suit was articulated as well, so it's like a second skin, it seems like.
Unless it is his skin.
I wonder if he looks like Robert
Maybe.
Downey Jr.
Perhaps when he eats, his body. See what reason?
How do you think he pees in his suit?
Like this.
I had a patient. He weeks ago said, "I need to go to the toilet." That's bad.
Oh no.
Oh
Please say they were catheterized.
no, they had a.
Now,
No.
right.
Well, at least there's that. At least
Yeah.
it didn't just straight piss.
We
the
have
bed.
had patients who piss on the floor.
Anyway, interesting. Well, it appears that you don't know that more than I expected.
Do you know anything more than we do?
I do know one thing. Ah, door opens.
No!
He stands up as a tall figure, wearing, well, actually, no, not that tall, like 6'2", 6'3".
That's tall considering this party.
He's 8 foot.
And you're like
I'm literally
Five-
5'7".
5'7".
I'm 6'2".
Yeah, you're 6'2", so he's roughly your height, maybe a tiny bit tall. I mean, in the suit, he's probably a little bit taller. That's going to add an inch to
5'10".
I'd like to point out that I am a whole
body. Sure.
24 inches tall.
Wow.
And this armor-clad figure wearing a robe over the top comes in. The governor stands up.
I also stand,
And
as the
salutes.
rest of you do.
Salute.
I'm not going to salute, but I will bow.
So,
Fucking what now? Fucking what now?
He's
did you
called,
say?
The governor just called the Iron Mask Sir.
at ease.
Kinky.
Seat.
That's it.
The same height as the boss. So that
He comes in and stands at the end of the table. I'll make this brief. What progress have you made?
Nice to meet you. And who are you?
You may call me the Iron Mask.
Yeah. So, what other name do you go by?
None of your business.
That's a weird name.
Yeah. So I'm going to be business.
Is that
You
none yet for sure?
I did.
Your name like none of your business. You must have been.
They always this tiresome.
Pretty much.
This is good behaviour.
And this is why you need.
I'm the only one of the original crew left. Present company accepted.
That goes on adventures.
Yeah, that goes outside of Rally's landing.
Oh, Laughing CH just made a point. Yeah, there's a fan going. That's why it's doing the flicker. The camera.
The camera's flickering.
Yeah, if you have a fan going, it's causing a ripple in the power supply.
Oh, okay.
It's not actually doing anything, I don't think, anyway.
It is. That's on.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you
it's
can't
like-
actually feel anything.
From there, you feel nothing.
It does keep the air moving, though. Trust me, it is helping. I can feel it from over here. So
Only for you.
Feel it.
No, that's that one.
No, I can feel that one. When it's pointed towards me, I can feel it.
Yeah,
What are
I
you
don't
doing?
have a fan.
we know
No.
you of that persuasion.
Right, so where have we got so far? Oh, that's it. We have a plan. We've been picking. So we're working on.
Oh, he was talking about that.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
He had it on
fuck.
the notebook when he saw it.
Ah.
I call bull. I don't think a hand fan can fuck up electronics like that, can it?
He saw it because it was on top of the notepad, not because of the electronic ripple thing.
Ah, I thought it was like that. The gentle hand fan was fucking electronics.
If the electronics were being fucked up by that, I would be replacing the laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, no, I'd be building a computer to replace the laptop. So
Ah,
build a new
fair,
laptop. And I did just break my little one. It's good.
Great.
So our plan so far is we have a
We have a
Surface.
craft being like,
excavated.
excavated and then retrofitted in order to get us up into space.
To what end?
We're going to go and have a look around the chaser.
He pauses. That's a remarkably good idea.
Not one you'd
Obviously wasn't
consider?
expected.
I didn't expect there'd be enough materials to be able to do so.
A lot has changed in Laridia since the Night of Fire. There's a lot of different.
I do not appreciate not being kept informed. I
Uh,
pay you a lot of money for what you bring back.
we have been noticing the increase in things falling from the sky, so have prioritised finding what we needed over contact.
Make a deception check.
Good job.
With advantage, because that's a very good bit of reasoning.
17.
Okay. I will roll for him. See if he can see.
Yes, I can't lie. I just steal stuff. All right.
I'm somehow better at deception than you.
Yeah, so I can steal stuff, and then you can say he can do it. That's even better.
I see. That's reasonable, but all the same, it would be better if we coordinated more.
Okay.
With our
Very
clothes
well.
or just. Oh.
Colour coordinating. Team coordinating. Both are good.
I'm so sorry.
We're dealing with the end of the world as we know it, and you're making jokes.
We have seen lots, and it has made us kind of.
Also, that one's a little more flippant because he lives in hell. He's kind of here on a whim.
You
I'm not even
brought,
supposed to be here.
you brought a fiend into this.
Half fiend, he's a tiefling.
Actually, it was his brother that we brought in, and he's here because his
Yeah.
brother died. Very complicated.
My brother
It's,
died
it's a
on your mission.
whole. It's
Yeah.
a whole thing.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
But we have made progress.
What about codes? Data disks?
Uh,
Well, we've got
Strangely-
plenty of data disks.
where is the luggage? Because
I assume it
Yeah.
trundles in.
so
Yeah.
is luggage willing to open up at the moment?
Yes.
Why did you ask it?
So I say, luggage, can I have some data disks? Well, it's just last time we needed to be fed before we open, so just checking.
We've had him recently, so he's cooperating.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, the governors could have quite easily just popped them down to the prison for 5 minutes. But anyway,
Remove the
So,
data disk.
I peel out all, because we've got quite a few box flows.
We have a number.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I sort
We've
of
got a
piled them
bunch
all
of
up and said we haven't had a chance to process all of that. So we push them forward.
Fucking knew
They're
it
like
was
poker
bloody
chips.
Warforged. He's putting them. Yeah, I bloody knew it. I bloody knew he was a Warforged.
God.
What?
He starts going through.
I was making a Terminator joke.
Ah. Sorry, I thought the accent was French, not Austrian.
It did sound
What else did I put in my head?
Oh yeah, we do have
Ah.
stuff. In fairness, that is your character, so
Yeah,
if you've got
I
it, you
know.
should have written it down.
Deliberately doing it wrong.
I did give myself a nosebleed, didn't I?
You did.
At that industrial.
did.
Yeah.
You have cleared out space since.
Yeah. But only some of it. Some of it's on. Some of it's on
Oh,
hard
that's
drive.
what the hard drives are in the sodding
Yeah, so
storage
some of it's on
document.
hard drive, and the other half of it's in my head.
Sorry. I was looking at the storage document being like, 40% of blueprints, 2 hard drives, and what the fuck is that?
Yes.
It's the blueprints for the
So
spacesuit.
I rummage
For the
around
Aegis model
and
spacesuit.
other
Are you
codes
telling
and
him
stuff.
about this?
No, I'm just. This is just me being like, that's what we've got to the party.
But
Is
he's
it my Kermit
But if
impression?
he's
It's like you can link.
oh yeah,
It's the way you bounced while doing it.
oh, that's the point. I should have done that before we left.
Ah, well.
It's
It's a very big hand.
So, but he could make them, which would make it easier for us to get into space because they
certainly
are
would.
better.
Yeah.
So I run around and pull out 2 hard drives and push them forward and go.
And
That's
there's 2 memory sticks as well.
2 memory sticks. And go, that's 60%.
40%. The other 60%
Yeah,
is in your
that's
brain.
40% of the rest of the information we have
On
space suits.
Yeah.
and stuff.
The Project Aegis spacesuit
you
designs.
managed to get Project Aegis.
Yes, we did.
So
We've also got a working prototype, which I believe is in your possession.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I
I push the hard drives across.
Yeah.
and go, that's
Unhinged
40%
jaw.
of it.
Oh,
The other 60% of
Take
it
a
is
huge
up here.
bite
Dot,
out of
dot.
My
it.
head.
Do you want to drop that with me? I can make a copy.
Can you do that like clicky
Yes.
thing? Chill. Are you chill with that? It's your brain.
Do we not have a way that I can put it into a computer instead of plugging? What happens if I plug in directed in?
Isn't there something
I doubt much.
on computers in the vault?
Not in the vault. There was some which you've left with Shortcaster. She has a data box.
I'm sure we'd have some
We've got-
computers in the vault as
We've
well.
got
but that was
3,
other stuff
yeah,
that-
supposedly
that
we've
go
got
around.
3
You've got the
computers.
Linux computer, haven't
Yes. All right, I plug in and say, all right, you can take a copy of the other 60% in my head.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
He's got my stuff on with it.
For God's sake. You and your bloody magical items.
Sort of what? Moonblade.
Moonblade.
Moon.
Dragon's Wrath.
Moonblade.
Dragon's Wrath.
A dragon broth.
No, Dragon's Wrath.
Broth?
Wrath. Wrath. W-R-A-T-H.
Wrath.
Dragon's broth.
Wrath. Wrath.
Wrath.
I
Wrath.
thought dragons went
Pronounced
raw.
Roth.
Broth.
No, it's like I think grass, not grass.
No, it's pronounced Wrath. It is genuinely pronounced Wrath.
Raw.
Broth.
Good God, yeah.
Wrath.
So it's the Wrath of Khan, it's not the Wrath of Khan.
No, it is the Wrath of Khan. That's how it's meant to be pronounced. No, seriously, it is actually genuinely pronounced
Why does that
Wrath.
sound like a food item? Here you are, the Wrath of
Yeah.
Khan.
1 Wrath of Khan for table 4.
Captain, I don't think I can finish a whole Wrath of Khan myself.
Yeah, see? Wrath. See? Wrath. It's Wrath.
Sounds more like Wrath.
Wrath.
The Wrath of Khan.
R-O-T-H. Wrath.
No, I didn't Google it.
See? See? Wrath.
Has the mic been on while we discuss about the word Wrath?
Yeah, we have, but it's to keep the audience from knowing what Ian and Dave were talking about.
And also you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Such an interesting discussion.
About the nomenclature of how to pronounce the word Wrath.
To be fair, it was quite interesting.
No, just to be a dick, I'm tempted to say rat.
It's not. It's Wrath. It's Wrath and you know it, Ian!
Don't.
Tell me and Lawrence were saying it.
I had
Wrath.
a woman pull up
Ray?
on a car outside the other week, and she went, "Excuse me, can you give me directions? I'm a bit lost." I said, "Certainly. Where are you looking to go?" And she went, "Teutons."
What? Who? Where the fuck is Teutons?
And I said, "I've never heard of
You
that
mean
before."
Top Ness?
I didn't think of that straight away. I went, "I've never heard of Teutons." And she goes, "No one around here has. It's a really, really historic and popular village." And got in a car and drove off. And I was like, "Teutons?" And I went, oh, "Fuck, it's Top Ness."
Teutons!
To be fair, Cornwall does have Mousel.
Yeah,
True.
that's Cornwall.
Cornwall also,
Top Ness is in Devon.
but Devon also has some weirdly
Yeah,
named places.
Ditson.
Admittedly, I do know a story about a relative of mine who, in World War One, when he was being recruited, bearing in mind he lived in a place called Frivelstock. When the recruiting sergeant asked him where he was from, he answered in the Devon dialect, and he said Frizstock. And so, on his army record, he is from a non-existent village called Frizstock.
Right. Back to the game.
Yes.
So,
Soldier that never was.
what do you wish to do?
Right. I say to our masks unplugged. What are the chances? Because we've had issues replicating that arm or that spacesuit.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
surprised.
We have one, and we have a very dumbed down version each, which is in
Yeah.
the luggage, actually, isn't it?
The spacesuit itself.
What
You
do-
mean?
No, your individual ones.
Yeah, what do we do with them when we're not wearing them? Luggage has to take them because they're too heavy to do anything else with, isn't it? So I pulled my one out. 'cause it's
I guess
smaller,
so,
so I
yeah.
said, this is sort of what we've ended up with.
That's impressive work.
Hmm.
Who
So-
built this for you?
A friendly gnome.
Yeah, friendly gnome. Shorcaster by name.
I've heard of her by reputation.
Sort of stuff it
And
back in.
considered she would be able to make something that advanced.
We have managed to secure essentially a 3D printer, for want of a better term, that is capable of creating the materials. If we've got the base components, it can make the panels and such for this kind of stuff. And the rest of it's been salvaged and sort of cobbled together to create these suits.
Whilst fighting
Obviously.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, obviously, most of us are not exactly the standard-sized Laridian, so
We've had to
allowances have had to be made.
customize the suits according to your needs.
Indeed.
You appear to have been more ingenious than I gave you credit for.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks for doing it.
However, I do want to know why you didn't tell me.
I didn't know you.
In fairness, no, you did
Still
not.
don't know who you are,
No.
though.
I've never met you.
Yes. We have, to be fair, had quite a rolling roster of people, as you can probably tell. We had a... What was she? We were fighting aliens underneath
Oh,
here.
yeah, we had an ASMR that popped in for a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
sorry, aliens.
Yes. So the Laridians came here because they were chased by aliens of some sort.
Do you know the whole jazz about
Hostile
Laridia?
uniforms are here.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Well,
Not anymore. Not anymore.
not anymore.
No,
We
not
killed them
anymore.
all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we killed them as far.
Nope, not anymore.
Yeah, we
I
killed.
don't even know what they
So
are.
yeah, there was a bunker underneath. The governor's wine cellar isn't actually a wine cellar. It was a Laridian experiment.
Yeah, a black site.
But unfortunately, they all died and the aliens were still alive. So sorted that problem
Yeah,
out.
the aliens aren't alive
I
anymore.
even have one on my shield here.
You notice that he looks straight at the governor for a moment.
Oh, the governor didn't tell him this either. He's in the shit.
He never actually saw any of them because it's behind
Yeah.
an impenetrable wall.
Yeah, in fairness, it
So-
did get
So
sealed
we
off.
were we were the other side of the wall. He's never seen them. So
That's probably for the best.
Out of character, but he was using the generator downstairs to power it.
yeah, but that was the side of the wall. So, oh no, it wasn't, but he didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know about that.
So he's never actually seen one. So that's all
I
fine.
mean, if he wants to,
I've never even seen one of these things, mate.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we
There you
had.
have.
Yeah, Lash.
Oh yeah, Lash.
Did you bring Lash with you?
No.
Don't think we did. No, I mean if we did,
You're
he'd be
a
in
Disguise.
he'd be in elven form anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well, I imagine that I'm actually very central.
Yeah. So I think it's probably
yeah,
best that
maybe
he stays at home
yeah,
for the
you might
night.
have like trousseau or something.
So
yeah.
we killed all of them. What else is that? We had a kobold for a little while.
Yeah, we
and
did.
we
Very
had a
annoying,
change-
Gogol.
we had a changeling. We had what was the assassin
The,
thing? that had
the
broom?
changeling is in the
No,
process
the
of
last time the
becoming
broom
a
was
god
later,
now.
I appeared at the
Yeah,
end.
we
I
then,
beg your pardon.
It's a very long story.
What are we talking about?
Tim.
yeah,
Talking
he's
about
god.
Tim.
Yes.
Oh yeah, our party member that became a god.
Yeah, well, becoming a god.
In the
He's in the
process,
process
Yes.
of.
You can join his religion; it really helps numbers. Anyway,
He's basically the god of sex and debauchery.
yes.
I'll pass.
Yeah, I had a feeling. But yeah, so there has been a bit of a rolling cast. Yeah,
Yeah. But unfortunately, it seems like whoever's sort of survived the longest has had sort of what would you say a slight awakening of seeing things in the world. So you sort of become a bit numb to it.
a little bit. Yeah.
Um,
Also, in fairness, this is becoming a problem requiring a very complex solution, and
We're
there's
not
a
that
lot of
complex.
moving parts, and we need to.
I'd like you
Make
to make a
process.
persuasion roll.
Oh dear, this is not going to go
I
well.
think
Do you want assist?
wasn't,
Can I have assistance? Yes,
Wasn't
please.
the thief there when we fought the giant
fact,
death baby?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, folks. If any of you are contributing towards this conversation, which you all have,
Yeah.
you can also make a persuasion check. However, you must select who is going to be representing this conversation. Any successful ones will add to their score.
I think. Right, who's good at persuasion? James isn't.
In terms of actual roles,
Yes.
you'll be either you or you, I would
I've
imagine.
got +6.
I mean, I've got a plus.
You got +6 to persuasion.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
better. That's good.
Mine's only
That's
+3.
only because my proficiency is not something like charismatic.
I've got a +4, but I've got advantage on my persuasion.
That's pretty good.
Statistically
pretty
better.
Statistically, advantage is better than
Yeah.
number buffs.
Yeah.
I mean, a +2 buff is pretty good, but
Rolling 2 dice is better.
plus each of you will be making your own rolls and potentially adding to it.
Hmm.
Basically, if you get above a 15, you're adding to it.
You can be the representative then.
And we got a
Good luck.
So, in fact, do you want everybody else to roll first? And
Yeah.
we'll see.
persuasion, yeah.
Yeah, persuasion.
And you need a 15.
Oh, I got 16 altogether.
I got 21.
Oh, I got an actual 15 because I've got -1.
3,
19.
4. So you're going to get +4 to this.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Are
Would
you
like my
fucking
inspira-
kidding
Would you
me?
like my inspiration? Can you re-roll it?
He can re-roll it.
No,
Can I have
not
a rubber,
2.
please?
Re-roll your
Re-roll.
dice.
Can I have a rubber, please, someone?
Oh, sure.
Both of them or just one?
Both.
Both of them.
There you go.
Incoming.
I need both that rubber.
That rubber is from the 90s.
Oh my god.
9.
Did you just roll 2 9s?
There were 2 2s, 2 9.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, 9 plus 4.
It's not good enough, I imagine.
Plus is 4.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out first.
Yeah.
9 plus 4 gets you to
13.
13, plus another 4 on top of that.
17.
17.
Okay.
You need to go to jail.
Yeah, put them in dice jail.
What do you think is the main threat to our world right now?
Big lumps of rock falling out the sky,
Yes.
Is that end of the world?
followed by possible aliens coming out of a wormhole,
Yes.
Obviously, followed by a black dragon.
followed by that.
Yeah, there is also a black
Yeah.
dragon.
Followed by the squishy people.
Yes,
and then
followed by the
The
squishy
wormhole
people.
is closed.
At the moment.
It doesn't reopen.
Funny story there, might do.
How do we know that again?
We learnt it in science lessons somewhere along the line.
Okay.
We came across
So-
the base, didn't we? That basically
Oh,
explained
yeah, there was
it.
a
The
base.
scientific base.
Yes. Was it that the squishy people that told us about that? I can't remember.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
It was the squishy people because they want to go up and make friends with all the things that can come through.
Oh, yes.
I remember.
They stole my brother.
Yes.
They must have.
So there's a fort on the other side of the island, and there are Laridians, and
There are survivors.
no, hang on,
They melted.
just wait. They don't physically exist as they were. They are now like bags of like marshmallow with brains, and they.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage since you described them as bags of marshmallow with brains.
Fucking hell.
Make a what?
Persuasion.
Have you ever seen the original Ghostbusters?
7.
Oh.
I said, and they basically kidnap you, kill you, add you to their collective, and give you a squidgy body. It
And
did
it
it to his
basically
brother.
makes you immune
It
to
happened
radiation.
to my brother.
Yes, so
They also want to turn the world into something
very
akin
simple.
to a Gestalt consciousness,
Yes.
which doesn't sound terribly good.
They're on my to-do list to blow up. I have a plan for that as well. So
The fact that you have a list of things to blow up is somewhat worrying.
Very terrorist behaviour. dude.
no,
I'm not particularly keen on the fact that some people have been working with the undead. Yeah, vampires.
Don't look at me.
we were so annoyed when we found out we destroyed their pub.
Oh, well, if we're talking about that vampire, you can
Yeah.
both go bugger yourselves
Are
because
you
she
referring
knows.
to Rogue?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are. And these were the two miscreants that blew up her pub.
It's undead. Yes.
I did try to tell them to stop them, but they just threw the bloody bomb at it while I wasn't looking.
No, we didn't throw it. It was a plot problem.
Oh, well, that'll be.
I didn't
Well,
do
that
anything.
makes it better.
I just lent him a hand grenade and never got it back. You still owe me one. That's not fair.
I had to do her quite an expensive favour to make up for that.
Why are you working with undead?
I will work with whoever I can to get this situation solved. Better that than let this world fall.
Well, it's good to know that some of us have got less of a conscience nowadays than back then. What else? So yeah, the squidgy people, they're very dangerous.
We're aware of a Laridian asteroid mining operation as well, which might be the thing that's actually causing all of these rocks to smash into the ground.
They farm asteroids into a certain area, and we have a funny feeling it might be full. But the robots are still collecting the crap.
Essentially, there's sort of robots that are transporting the rocks from the asteroid belt or the
Wherever
rings of a certain planet, wherever it is, back to here, but nothing's processing them, so they're slowly falling out of orbit, and it's getting
No
worse
one's
and worse
alive on
and
the
worse.
moon. Though.
Huh?
No one's alive on the moon.
No one's alive on the moon. Did they have a lunar colony, did they?
Well, they did.
Did
Did.
Oh, it was a research base, I was going to say. I think I would have
Yeah, they
remembered
buzzed
a
off,
full
apparently.
lunar colony. I was,
So they buzzed off apparently.
How do you know about that?
It's went into a fort. Into the
Which fort was that?
one would have went to have.
Uh,
Into the,
No, you managed to get one of the forts operational.
No.
Not really, no.
Oh, it's not there anymore.
And
Well-
the other fort is the squidgy one.
You
So
had to
they-
destroy it?
In a
Basically,
manner of
so
speaking, yes,
there's-
it's gone.
right. So the squishy people that we just talked about.
Fort jar.
Yeah, that's Fort Jar. Fort Wilk is where we've just been. It basically got hollowed out in the middle, and now its reactor is unshielded.
Why?
Rogue Door program turned into a malevolent AI, created a religion that made people venerate machines, and then fucked around with time, and
all went wrong.
yeah, and everything went wrong, and they all
So it's
died.
all gone now.
You can't fuck around with time. That's not possible.
You'd think that, but no. So,
You think that, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
you know the Barrier Islands? You're familiar with the map of Laridian? Yeah.
I am acutely familiar.
The second barrier island in from the west. We found there an base on which there was a machine what could turn back time. This chap got 2 swords because he went back in time and killed your past self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I went back in time. Then my old self met me and I killed my old self.
Yeah, they dueled to the death.
Honourable duel.
This happened when I was suffering from player character syndrome, so I didn't see it.
The
Basically, the only fort we haven't gone to so far is Fort
the Quint
Durak.
paradox.
But there is still one of them to investigate.
One of them, yeah. Fort Jar seems to be mostly in working condition, but like we said, it's
Under the control of the
Weirdos.
yeah. But
marsh.
they
Yes.
seem to be, for want of a better term, well, do we have fascists in this universe? Is there an equivalent governmental form that could be compared to fascism?
would be
Yes,
aware
not.
that it's relatively benevolent as they go, but Budek, kind of.
Okay, so
It's basically a PMC that runs a sub-country.
okay, so
Probably about the closest.
you know Budek, the way that they run things over there. Imagine that dialed up to 11 and wanting to take over the world.
And share everybody's thoughts in
Yeah.
one.
Be one Gestalt consciousness. That's what you've got living in Fort Jar. Apart from that, and the massive amounts of radiation that are inside the fort, which is quite alarming, that fort seems to be operational. We can't speak for the condition of Fort Gurak. We haven't been there yet.
Do they have access to the memories of the people who once served there?
The ones in Fort Jar.
The
Couldn't tell
problem with that is I was psychically linked to your brother when they decided to do their weird thing to him,
Yeah.
and it's not nice. I felt some of it and fought back, and you don't want to join that memory bank. That's not a...
That's not what I was asking. What I was asking is, do they have the memories of the people who used to serve there?
I believe so. It becomes one giant
Thing.
because your brother, when he came back, remembered all of us and everything and was fully grown again. he turned into a hellspawn, and they magically made him big again in a marshmallow body. And he remembered everything when he was talking to us about what he'd done with us.
Which wasn't much.
No, luckily
Yeah, in
he hadn't
fairness, he'd
been
only
with
been
us.
with us for about a week.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that they were interested in going to the wormhole.
So yeah, they
Yeah.
have was it scanners, and they can luckily their technology doesn't give them the ability to travel very far because they are quite fragile in their gooey bodies.
Yeah, they're extremely
Um,
fragile.
However, they wanted to go up because they believed that the wormhole was crumbling, the barrel was crumbling.
The wormhole was becoming
They reckoned
destabilized.
that the aliens were going to come through, and they wanted to meet them and make them part of the gooey people as well,
Mhm.
and use
No
them.
account can we allow that to happen.
No.
Oh, we completely agree.
No, that's why they're top of my blow up list.
Again.
We can't use the Laridian weapons against them. We need to use all of them against the rocks that are coming down first.
Okay. There is a power station full of anti-air missiles, but we can't get them out at the moment because there's a black dragon nearby.
Anti-air missiles wouldn't be sufficient. They would only be able to defend Laridian. They wouldn't be able to defend the planet.
Mm.
What we need are the intercontinentals.
Right. Where would they? I assume the silos for said intercontinental missiles are distributed across.
No, we've never found
Laridian.
any yet.
There
No,
are
we
multiple
did.
different
Last
types.
week.
There are
Okay.
ones in submarines. There are ones in
I am too.
ground bunkers. There are ones hidden in the mountains.
As it goes, we did actually
We got the launch
find
code.
a submarine.
Yes.
Do we have the launch
We got the
code?
launch codes, yeah.
From whom?
From that, the elder.
The cult leader.
Ah, yes, we do have those.
Okay.
So yes, we do have some, but not all of the launch codes potentially.
Let me see.
Have we got who's got them?
You do.
I do.
You were the one who picked them up. I'm
Fair
pretty
enough.
sure.
I produced them from my thing. There you go.
1, 2, 3.
These are Fort Wilkes.
But Wilk, which one's that? Is that Squidgy
That
Baby?
was the one that was previously the headquarters of Brian's order.
Oh,
Oh, so
that's empty.
Yeah, the one that's gone.
Yeah.
now. Yeah, that one's,
If you
that
could
one's
get
fucked.
me one more set of codes, I should be able to extrapolate the launch codes for the others.
Well, Gurak is the one we haven't been to yet. I suggest we go there then.
To be clear, since I know you don't trust me, I will explain what I plan to do.
Please do.
There will be a number of missiles which are still surviving, which didn't get used in the Night of Fire. I intend to launch them against the rocks that are coming towards the planet. This won't stop them. It will break them up and eliminate anything alive on them.
So you are under the impression that the hostile xenoforms are using the rocks to come to Earth. Is
I
that
do not believe that it is a case of using. I believe it just may have spawn remaining upon them.
right? Do you know exactly what happened on the Night of Fire? Because the only things we've been able to do are guess.
And look in museums and stuff, and
But
sort
they
of
don't
get
tell
a
us anything
general,
about the Night of Fire. They just tell us about what's happened
We did
before.
see a big screen that showed us.
Yeah, and there's been
It
some-
showed us a big explosion.
Yeah.
I know some things, but there is somebody who knows more than I do.
And who is that?
A good friend of my family's, Gunhilda.
Ah. Well, as it goes, we're going for breakfast with her tomorrow, so...
Perhaps
suppose we
we
could
should
ask
leave
some-
the discussions for with her,
Okay,
Um,
tomorrow morning.
I have one question.
of course.
We have some friends on the east side of the island.
Kobolds are over in Ganesh.
We've got some friends in Ganesh that have been making me some components that might help in the adventure, and our resident druid has unfortunately been struck down with illness. So we used to teleport there to
He has
pick
the
up stuff.
worst shits ever. He's been
Yeah.
like,
Bad
Number
berries.
7's on the Bristol stool chart
directly up to-
all
Do
week.
you have,
Directly
or
in
can
your
you
plants.
have a magician that can teleport me there to pick up my supplies?
no, but Gunhilda would be willing to give you a.
That'll do. That'll do.
You mentioned something about a black dragon.
Yeah, so, basically, you know the fact that everywhere in Laridia is super radioactive,
Yes.
The places of the highest concentrations of radiation are attracting a certain individual black dragon. It seems to be feeding off of the radiation itself.
That shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, tell me about it.
He's quite a powerful magic user as well.
Yeah, we have had one encounter with this guy,
And
and
you survived.
we traded with him. Well, we traded with him. We gave him a magical item to get him to fuck off,
So
basically.
he's open to negotiation.
If you've got something
He wants-
good enough to barter with, I would assume so.
I think we owe him an IOU as well. But
No,
that's
we might
the
have
other
an
guy.
IOU on
That,
it.
oh, that's yeah. We had a pirate guy. I think you met him actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's-
No.
Fang.
Yes. You
Yeah.
will have met him. Do you remember
Thing.
Fang?
Yeah, he
Yes.
bartered a favour with him in
Mm.
exchange for letting us go. So
But that seems like Fang's problem.
yeah, it's not our
It's not
problem.
our
We'll,
problem.
we'll leave that with him.
Mm.
Yeah,
This is the one who's setting up that shipping company.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it's a pity that we've got all the ships.
Isn't the Black Dragon also the one that turned those people into kobolds?
Yes. So, well, now that you've said that, we might as well. So, you said that there are survivors, or you asked if there were survivors of the Laridians. In certain forms, you could say that.
Define what you mean.
Ganesh said about the people there that are building stuff for him.
Explosives.
Basically, they are a kobold population.
I'm sorry, what?
A kobold population.
I thought you said that these were survivors.
They used
Yes.
to be Laridians. The dragon turned them into kobolds.
He don't.
Magic. He's a very powerful magic user. But long and the short of it is,
There's also
yes, no, I haven't forgot about them. They are now more immune to the radiation, so they can survive unshielded in the place. And basically, they bartered something away to the Black Dragon in order to do it. Also, the one sort of remaining true remnant of Laridia, I suppose you could say, is in Mekarth, which, if you know your Laridian history, as I'm sure you know, it used to be like a resort city, basically.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, it's now basically a military dictatorship. And they are
Makarth is a
actual...
military dictatorship.
I know, it's a bit nonsense, but that is where the last actual Laridians are, it seems.
what about?
Don't tell him about Jerome and the bunker pals. The bunker buddies.
Yeah, or Peridian, yeah.
Or the Medusas.
No, I think we're going to have to tell him about Peridian, actually. Well, Peridian's the artist, and the way that we're going to get into space. So we kind of...
Oh,
Maybe we'd leave out the artist and just say we're having it excavated.
Yeah, but he'll ask Biden.
He hasn't so far.
Alright,
I mean, to be fair, we've overloaded him with like the most strange stories in the world ever.
true enough, yeah.
I mean, didn't the Black Dragon also turn those people into Medusas, or was that something else?
They did a
I
deal
don't
with
know,
a
they did a
deity
deal.
Oh,
with
it was a
something else.
deity.
Yeah.
The deity.
or something.
Ah,
Oh, a demon.
It was an Australian.
A fiend. Did you say it was an Australian?
Ah, good day, mate. They did a deal with the drow.
Yeah, they did a deal with a drow. Crocodile Dundee. Yeah. So, all of that.
Yeah, that's majority of the important bits. That's like
Mhm.
that's like reading the back of a book.
Yeah, those are the bits that are important to what we're doing
back
now.
of blur.
yeah.
Well, Anth, you mentioned about encountering, and he goes over various things that you guys have mentioned in passing, such as the Steve Jobs encounter,
Oh yeah, Vampire Steve Jobs.
the various different dinosaurs you fought.
Yeah, that's fair.
Have you found any sign of Rallia, by the way?
Trail went cold. We did follow it a little while.
I think
Did we found some remains?
you were chasing him, then the end of the world happened, and we sort of ignored
We
that.
kind of went off the trail of that. We found some remains that we suspect it may have been Ralia, but we can't say one way or the other.
It is unfortunate.
Do you know anything we don't about Ralia? Because we're working on very limited information as is.
She was the hero who started this.
Yes. Barring that, do we know? Did
That's
she
all
communicate
he
to you where she went or anything?
He looks over to the governor, considers for a few moments. No, towards the end, she started getting suspicious of me.
Oh,
She stopped updating me.
oh so she just vanished off the radar.
She ghosted you.
God.
I think she realised what I was looking for.
Which is?
Which is to say, the ICBMs. Right. So you said these ICBMs, they would stop the
No, they'll break them up.
or break them up. There's going to be a limited supply of ICBMs.
I don't know how many the Laridians used in the Night of Fire, but they will have used a lot. I don't know if there's enough to protect everywhere, but there should be enough to protect at least one, possibly two of the main three continents.
Right.
Is there? You said we were going. We said we were going up to the Chaser, right?
Yes, if the Chaser still had some systems on it, that might allow us to do significantly better.
I'm thinking it might be better than risking a nuclear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other one is ICBMs. Do you have technical knowledge about where they would be held on submarines and what they look like?
Yes.
Could you download that into my head?
He takes one of the USBs, strips the stuff off it, puts it on. You can share it around you. I see you managed to get the input.
Some of us did. Yeah, I've got one. You've got one, and you've got one. Some of us
No, that's
did
it.
not wish to for
Others
religious
weren't with
reasons or whatever.
I wasn't
The
there.
druid objected because it was metal.
The
Yeah.
shape changer couldn't do it because it would mess him
Yeah,
up.
the shape changer physically couldn't do it.
That's understandable.
And I just popped into existence.
Yeah, you haven't actually had the chance yet, one way or the other.
We have a submarine.
We do. There is
Underneath.
a submarine pretty much beneath our feet right now.
It's blown up.
It was pretty badly damaged. Yeah,
But if they're inside the ship, they could still
they
be there.
might be able to
So
be
I take-
salvaged. Yeah,
I've got the
that's
information.
true.
Do you want the information of where on a submarine it would be? So I can give
Okay.
you the USB.
Are you plugging it in now?
Do you have
It's not that submarine. It's way bigger.
what
Ah.
we? Oh, so our submarine isn't.
There is a submarine which I think you saw, and I know you saw, which you guys got on, which is that type
Was
of
that the
submarine.
one between Circus and
That's
Thingy?
Is that the one that they
That's
fell
my
through the deck?
favourite city.
Ah,
It's a hard one.
So that would be one of the ones which would have those on board.
aye, aye.
This is a dumb idea. I don't think it probably won't work.
That's your T-shirt right there. This is a dumb idea, but dot dot
It's the
dot.
idea. He makes plans. Well, what's he here for then? Well, when they go wrong, I make new plans. Oh, so you make plans that fail?
So what we need to do is we need to get explosives into space, basically.
Well, they could be up there already.
So that's what ICBMs are, just firing missiles into the rocket, into the asteroids to break them up.
And you're planning to do this when they're still outside the atmosphere, is
Yes.
it? Yeah.
So if we had
You got more radiation.
basic
Yeah.
rockets that could go up and just fill them with explosives.
It wouldn't be a high enough yield, I doubt.
To be fair, explosives in zero gravity are always a bit hit and miss anyway.
Mm.
Nuclear explosives are significantly better. If you can provide a large number of conventional rockets with large warheads, that might still be useful.
Every power station in Laridia has an anti-air missile defense,
Anti-air missiles, they can't leave the atmosphere.
but they could be.
Are you saying we construct an improvised warhead?
Well, I've got the information on how to take the warheads off those missiles now.
You do. This is true.
You could remove the warheads, but you need to still have some way of moving them through space.
Yeah, you still need to get them up there.
Well, it's half. Getting large
But-
amounts of them is bonus.
Pinnace being built.
Yeah, I was going to say, the second pinnace could be fixed.
When you
and used to launch missiles.
How do you intend to get a pinnace into space?
We're having it rejigged, basically,
By
so that it
who?
can do the other way around. See, I told you, you'd fucking ass.
A really clever scientist.
Yeah, there's a chap in Laridian who's doing it for us.
He's also the one digging it out with his
He's got
Excavator.
excavators and
excavating
things.
machines.
Yeah.
What aren't you telling me?
Oh, for God's sake, he's a fucking beholder.
That's sort of
Not an eyes on stalks beholder. He's like a
He's-
Modified.
he's like an
He looks like a-
ascendant beholder.
he looks like a biblically accurate angel.
yes,
The artist.
yes.
Wait,
The
you
artist-
know him?
Well, he's in the records.
Yeah, it's him. It's the artist. He's in Laridian.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is he? Where is he?
Where's
Tell us. Tell us everything. Tell us everything. Because
I
all we
don't-
know that he's the beholder.
Hang on.
Or what?
Have you got his improvised suit still?
But yes, you
You
do.
said- I
Yeah.
said that normal suit, artist suit.
That looks like the artist's work.
Right.
Comfortable.
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us everything.
I only have what was in the public records.
Okay.
Don't know anything much more beyond that.
Well, it's better
All
than
I
we know.
is that he was part of a project to study native life, and he ended up joining up with the project and experimenting with our technology and our machines.
Oh.
He even worked with some life forms, I understand.
Ah,
Yes, he did. So
seeing the White Mask as a Laridian.
the Iron Mask, and
Iron Mask.
he's from the islands to off the coast of the main place. So he would have exposure to Laridian technology and stuff.
So just the wording of R made it sound like it was R technology.
Maybe. Maybe.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Is he ex-Laridian though?
Who knows? Do you want to ask him?
Yeah, I don't think. He's originally from here.
Maroon.
Do, 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 do.
You could
Sorry?
insight check him if you want.
Yeah, let's insight check that shit.
I'm always surprised at how little you insight check my
I know, and it's
I bullshit you guys a lot.
huge bonus as well. I should be doing
Can you see my D20? Nice purple one.
Is it not that one? No, that's not that
it.
one.
No, it's mine.
No, it's
It's there. It's in your hand. Come on.
it was in the bag. I put it back. I actually did the sensible thing.
Do I
and put
get
it
any
away.
bonus for this inside check?
Why would you? Oh, by the way, you have disadvantage because he is wearing the fucking thing right over his entire fucking face.
I'm disadvantaged.
You can't see his face right.
No, but
Well, I rolled higher than I rolled.
What are we doing?
Insight check if you
It's like
wish
the
to do so.
Quizlet music.
It's in my bloody head now. My Sharona.
Ah,
17.
I rolled the same number twice.
Ouch.
On disadvantage. Ouch, it's a
You
19.
did roll. You did roll with disadvantage, right?
Yeah, I've just got a plus.
56.
That's pretty good.
I rolled two 19s.
That's pretty bad.
15.
That's not too bad. It isn't a success.
Oh, no, I'm sure.
Beat you by one.
That's not too bad.
So you failed. You 17.
17, yeah.
You pass. You pass. Now, what specifically were you looking to find out?
See if he was lying about where he's from.
No, he's from Morona.
Where's he from?
I literally
Oh,
read out the definition!
Oh, no, that's it. But even though he's from there,
He's
that
from
doesn't.
the-
That does.
He's from east of here.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that he lived there. He's just from there.
True enough.
It's,
His
it-
statement is true, and he said he was from Morona. So
He always says, have you always lived in Arona?
20 questions. I don't know if we can get away with
are
that.
you asking that?
Go on, ask away if you want.
Have you always lived in Arona?
Morona.
Morona.
Arona. To be... I have been an extremely
Technically,
big...
he's not living there now.
I mean, that's the thing. You just say no when he's not lying.
I haven't. I've travelled around a fair bit.
Where did you originate from?
Morona.
No. Where did you originate from? Oh, you mean Spain? You mean that's why I'm brown? My other half genuinely got asked that the other day. They were like, "Where are you from?" Cornwall. No. Like, where are you from? Oh, Spain. You mean that way? Yeah.
Oh, well,
Just ask, what's your ancestry? It's not hard.
I had that with
All
my
right.
apprentice. He was his mum was Cornish, I think it was, and his dad's parents were from Asia. And
Right.
we literally had a. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Lou. No, where are you
From.
And he's like,
No, you mean,
And he was like-
where are my
And
grandparents
he was
from?
like, Cornwall. And he was like, where's your mum from?
Cornwall.
And this boy
Where's
was
your
like,
dad from? Cornwall.
yeah, it's just like this is starting to get really
Oh dear. So,
What is your heritage? What is your ancestry? All of these are questions
What
that
came
are
up
not
when you
had.
entered Ancestry.com?
For God's sake. Deary me.
I don't have a hell of a time of that because everywhere.
I would have a really easy time of it.
Right.
Devon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Literally, since William the Conqueror. Devon.
my family is everything.
Oh, I am not.
Apart from Welsh.
I am about.
Welsh is the only thing we can't trace anything to.
I'm about as, quote, pure-blooded as they come in terms of Devonianness.
Apparently, it might be bullshit, but some of the family used to own begins with S.
Slaves?
No, no, Jesus Christ! Part of the country that begins with
Scandinavian?
Saltash. They used to own. They actually built.
Sorry.
It's probably bullshit. It's the kind of bullshit. It's the same kind of bullshit that apparently they're in a document in France. One of the few 300 knights that fought alongside William the Conqueror.
Mate, you wouldn't. It's entirely possible.
Anyway,
It's
Anyway,
such a similar
anyhow.
name that it could be any generation because there's so many variations.
is there anything else you want to ask him?
When can we go over to the other side of the island to get me stuff? You reckon next couple of days?
If we speak with Gunhilda tomorrow, she'll probably be up for it. You did mention this.
And anywhere, did you bring more stuff?
Oh, yes. It's currently in my
All of the
boxes.
stuff.
I'll get that for you after this meeting.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the conclusion on fixing the other pinnace, filling it with bombs, and then firing it at the...
I mean,
I'm
maybe.
not destroying the pinnace, but we could use it to deliver.
It's already practically destroyed.
Someone
It
dropped
won't be
the
able to
building
be
on it.
active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be good enough.
You
But-
pressed the button!
Anyway,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. That's
Wait,
that's
wait.
academic.
Where did you find a pinnace? Where did you find a pair of pinnaces?
There was a crashed ship
We found
north of Peridian. A crashed, like, spaceship, proper spaceship,
Yeah.
crashed on the
It
planet.
was like half in, half out the ground. Big mess.
Yeah,
And
really big.
There was there's two pinnaces on opposite sides of the spaceship.
Mhm.
The one that was
Four.
nice and easy to get out, that just had a bit of a problem with the roof. Somebody couldn't stop pressing the button, and the roof sort of collapsed on it. So now we have to dig the other ones out because someone can not press the button.
If you want to slap
Because there
him,
was a
feel
giraffe
free.
there.
Yeah, even more of a reason to keep the door shut. Anyway, the Trask isn't a problem anymore either.
Accidents happen. It's
And-
unfortunate, and I
Yeah.
would have preferred it if it hadn't happened, but I understand.
but yeah, the Trask isn't a problem anymore. It turns out they're allergic to C4. Anyway,
Yes, it does.
You claim to kill a Taras.
well,
They're mythical.
yeah,
It's well.
it was like a Trask. It's a dinosaur with
We have one of those
tentacles.
teeth.
Oh.
Tell that to my brother.
Yeah,
It was what looked like a
Don't
turret.
we literally have one of the teeth in the...
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we do.
That's a Tyrannosaurus. That's a huge Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah,
teeth.
yeah. We couldn't.
I've got a couple
It
of
was-
vampire teeth.
It was the artist, basically.
I have
Yeah.
these... This fake eye.
The thing that we killed was an experiment, a failed experiment of the artist, an early failed experiment.
So yeah, it's T-Rex with
Yeah.
tentacles, but yeah,
But
I removed it.
Now we've got the pinnace excavated from the ship. It's
The
with the
artist is
artist.
working on the pinnace.
Yes, the artist is working on the pinnace so that we can take the pinnace
As most
out of
artists
the
do to make
atmosphere up to the chaser.
I've heard of stranger things.
Yeah.
Not many, but
I mean, at the end of the day, we've been using the logic of if you don't help us, the world is going to end. And it motivates a lot of people with some very disparate ideas.
Although we do pick it, we are slightly choosy. Like the squishy people offered to help us, but we decided
Yeah.
not to let them help us.
True
and,
enough.
And We've said that we'll come back to them when we need their help.
What exactly did they offer?
People, I think, was the general gist. When we go, they wanted to
They-
come with us to
Yeah,
befriend
basically,
everybody up there.
to befriend. Befriend, by befriend, what
Yes,
they mean is
mentally
they're going
enslave.
to, mentally enslave the hostile xenoform civilization.
Cannot allow that.
Oh,
So-
yeah, believe you me.
So, however,
Well,
on the good news,
They slaughter everything on contact.
do you have any contact with them? Have you ever...
No,
No?
so
they don't have a civilization. They're not sapient.
So, I have an idea. We have said that we'll go back to them when we need their help. So they will actually let us back in. I need a very powerful magic caster that can cast clone. Do you know anybody?
We've got a scroll.
Yeah, but you still need to be good with magic to use the scroll, don't we?
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
In
something.
fairness, I've never used a scroll before.
I can think of one person who you've mentioned to me who might have the skill, considering what you told me of them.
Who's that?
Oh, the artist, you mean?
The dragon.
Oh, the dragon.
Yeah,
so my
actually.
plan
The
is...
dragon actually wants everything to come down because it's feeding off the
Yeah,
radiation.
this is the problem. He's the only person in the world that doesn't want radioactive stuff to stop falling out of the sky.
Truth.
I don't think the dragon realizes the world's made. Yeah. It just keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
That's going to be a problem.
What is it?
True enough.
I'll need to think on this. You need your items, and
I need mine as well.
I know it's short notice, and you've been procuring items for these two because they've met you before. I am after something very simple. I would like.
I don't have time.
Okay, I didn't know if you had other people that could assist in this.
We are
I'm-
in the last month.
Yes. All I
of
wanted
our
was
world's
something
existence.
that can make me breathe in water. Because if we're going after
It
submarines,
takes 2 months to
Okay.
get back.
no, I
Yeah, because we haven't got to do it anymore.
no. This is the problem. Okay, I'll have
Now-
to go with that.
But the month's potions.
I can have a word with Gunhilda and see if she has anything, but it is extremely unlikely, and you're going to have to do her a favour if you take anything from her collection.
Were all the military bases that you know have destroyed?
No, you've been going to.
Yeah, we've
The
got another one that
forts.
we've got to
There's
go.
one more
Do you
fort
know
to go
which
to.
military base might have had, if any of them could have had ICBMs?
All of them. That's what you said. So we rest. We get
and
up.
of course it's nuclear rock.
Yeah.
We
What
get up.
about
We still haven't been to New Korath.
We
It's
will need
way
to-
too
We
radioactive.
will need to go to New Korath. With your suits and some upgrades I might be able to provide.
Yeah, they will need the
What's-
upgrades.
what's
We
the-
went there and they were freaking out. And we didn't even get into the heart of the city.
We will need to get there in order to launch the weapons.
Okay. Well, that'll have to be the last thing we
Can
do
we
then.
put
We don't have a
Shortcast up on the
choice.
way? Would she help?
Shortcaster would certainly sound like she might be useful. However, I will tell you now. There is a very good chance that going into New Korath is a one-way trip.
All right.
We think of that. But everywhere we go,
In fairness, yeah.
I'm not asking any of you to come with me if you do not wish to.
Well, you're going as well.
ooh,
I have to. I'm the only one who knows how to launch them.
so is
we
it
could just
a
plug it in for
launch
me.
pad or is it a mechanism that launches missiles?
There is a specific... You don't have the necessary clearance, and I can't give you it.
I mean, well, you were captain.
No, they're like majors and captains.
Oh.
He's talking like presidential level clearance,
And also, I don't want to be promoted.
ambassadorial.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Oh,
promoted
yeah.
anyway. I'm happy with my major.
Malfunction.
No, because
Right,
my surname's accident, so I'm major accident. Can't get better than that.
So we need to.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah, we do have another
Oh,
little
yeah.
friend as well. There's an AI on board a attack ship, I guess you would call it.
A gunship.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's
Well.
Laridian conscience uploaded into gunship. He's a major.
Mm.
Yeah.
They.
Um,
They
They
are
are
the
a
major.
the
I've
major.
never heard of this before.
It was a prototype project, it seems.
Where are they?
Where are they now?
He's on top of the building, and yeah, Jerome.
In.
Can the major fire rockets?
Yeah, no, he can fire machine guns.
No,
Machine guns
it's
very
not
good
in
for
Dallas.
killing stuff.
New Maverick,
Not
isn't
really
it?
enough ammunition.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, new Maverick. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're in
yeah,
New
we've got
Maverick.
him in New Maverick.
Could the major fire rockets?
Yeah,
Right,
rockets.
they have.
Yeah, but not.
Not.
Well, if you're thinking, can they go up there and destroy the asteroids? No.
The major is smaller than the ICBMs.
The major is like the size of a helicopter. An ICBM is about the size of that building.
Oh right, I'm
Very
thinking.
fat helicopter.
He might be useful to killing squishies.
Yeah, he might be useful for the assault on Fort Jar, but
It probably would be a one-way trip for him.
yeah, okay, so no then. So yeah, right. So go to Fort Gurak, get the other set of launch codes.
Yeah, first go get my explosives, and then on the way back I can make some extra bombs so we can get through doors and stuff.
While you're doing
Okay.
that, I will work on modules that will improve your suit's protection.
Just a quick question. It's you might not know, but it might save us time. Do you know which location held the most ICBMs?
It won't matter because they'll all be rigged from a central computer that will be able to launch all of them at once.
In Nukorov. It is possible to launch them separately from individual bases, but it would be better to launch them all at once.
I was gonna say because we could always check out the bases, see if they're like covered in stuff that it can't get through.
They will get through.
Fair.
So before we go anywhere, I'd look down the luggage. Are you hungry, boy? You hungry? Is he hungry?
Seems fine at the moment. Stop trying to murder people.
No,
He's
I
chaotic
don't-
evil.
I don't.
What do you
want-
expect?
I don't want us to go somewhere and go right. We need something out of the. He won't open his mouth because we haven't fed him in a couple of days. This is
Okay,
my
so
thinking.
step 1, we pick up the explosives. Step 2, we search Fort Gurak. Step 3, do we go to space?
Like squidges.
Do we want to destroy the people in Fort Jar first, or is that? I feel like that's an after the end of the world
The
incident that
question
we can
is:
deal with.
do
then.
we want Fort Jar?
Well, do we need it?
Do we need it?
The more weapons we have, the more effective we are.
So we need.
Simply destroying Fort Jar will weaken our launch abilities.
So
If we can get to Nukorov, we can launch Fort Jar's weapons regardless of their
Yeah,
appearance on the
exactly.
map.
okay.
Right. Okay.
And then
So
we
we
can blow
don't.
up afterwards.
Yeah. So we don't need to do Fort Jar. That's an after the end of the world.
We might be able to access destruct codes from Nukorov. I cannot guarantee that.
Only if I
Even
can press the
better.
button.
Okay.
I
So
also want to make sure that you're telling me the truth, given that you just said that.
feel free to go and have a look at them yourself. You'll find everything that we've said is true.
Yes, they are completely.
So number 3, going to the chaser is a good idea.
Yes, they would have access to, well, assuming there's anybody up there. And even if there isn't, there would still be resources up there that would be useful for us.
Okay. So step 1, pick up explosives. Step 2, Fort Jar. Step 3, go to the chaser.
How
Yes.
far back does our
Well,
cameras
it's
in
all
our
in
head
months.
record, like Laridian and stuff when we record?
We don't have a
stuff?
choice.
It's just
Got
in
it.
there, is it?
Basically, yes.
So I go plug this in a second,
Okay.
and then I play back
You get a
the
pencil
bits,
in your brain like a
the bits of when the squidgy people bring his brother out from the. So he goes in as a reborn worm and comes out as a. Because
Full
I actually pooped
tiefling.
him. Okay.
There you go.
I don't know what the hell they are. That's not right.
No, neither do we.
So
I apologise for doubting you.
I'm a very limited. What would you call it?
mercy.
Yeah, well,
Sanity?
that too.
Also
but
that, yeah.
they
Height
creep
wise.
me out. You know,
Yeah.
Good
Not
from
a,
hell.
not a lot creeps you out, and
Good
they
from hell.
creep you out. So,
Marshmallow Man.
Window licker?
yeah.
Yeah, literally licks radioactive glass. Absolutely fine being around with him. Not a problem.
You do what?
Yeah.
Anyhow, when we're in...
No,
delicious
I'm sorry. You lick radioactive glass.
This spice. It's all.
He
I think that
also,
tells you all you need to
also
know.
you notice dwarf.
Yeah, he doesn't like alcohol.
I sold that to a god.
That's unusual.
Dwarf. If you look up,
You don't
dwarf
get
in the
out much, do you?
If you look up dwarf in the dictionary, it just says alcoholic.
Yeah. Have you met many dwarves?
A few.
All of them like drinking. I can guarantee you
I've
that.
heard that, but I don't like to judge a society
To be
based
fair.
on rumours.
No, it's kind of a cultural thing for
I
them.
technically, if you look at it, I sold my love of drinking for us to say,
You
for us
did.
to get information.
Yeah, you kind of bargained it away to your god.
You gave away a major factor of your personality in order to help the rest of the group.
Yeah.
It's pretty self-sacrificing behaviour. That's pretty good.
It's very noble of you. Even if it was drinking. Regardless,
So-
I need to go get your items. Yours was the shimmer cloth, not shimmer cloth, it's cloth that does
Weave.
Shimmer weave.
Shimmer weave.
And also a moonlight.
Sorry, the
Moonblade.
moonblade. I do have the moonblade. I have the shimmer weave as well.
Don't suppose you've got that dragonhide belt that I asked for, do you?
I do,
Ah, wonderful.
though it is sort of orangey colour, so it might
fine.
clash.
It's not exactly something that I'm worried
You get
about.
the impression that was a joke.
Ah, yeah, yes, humour.
Used it often. Anyway,
Fair play. One more question before you go. When we are up in the chaser, what should we do up there?
it rather depends on what's up there.
All right. First priority
If any
then.
weapons,
If we
you
get up there, what do we need to do?
See if there's any survivors.
Okay.
Stop things falling from the sky. That's kind of big on the
If there's
list.
any
Yes, but
survivors,
how do we do that?
if there's
That's
any
the question.
survivors,
Nobody uses it.
how do we convince them?
Surely they can see whether
We're
or not
pretty
if there's any
convincing.
survivors.
If you bring me up with you, I can talk.
Okay.
Very well.
If you can't bring me up with you, or if something happens to me, I will leave something for you.
Have you got
A little
any
letter feels like you're
knowledge on how to expand the space in your head that can hold information?
Not that you would survive.
Ah,
Your cranium is not large enough for surgery.
We'll just get better
At
for the
least
nosebleed.
I don't think it is. I don't think any doctors are alive today who would be able to try.
So,
Technically, there are
let's
some
just
really
survive this.
brains in jars.
Why else this?
Ah,
More stuff. Okay, right, fuck it. We'll come full
telling him
clean.
everything.
I don't care anymore. I'm
Okay.
telling him everything.
Okay.
What,
So you tell
including
him
Jerome?
Yeah, including
Okay.
Jerome and
You
everything.
tell them about your
Because otherwise, it'll just come out in dribs and drabs and it'll make us look bad. So I tell him everything. I tell him about Jerome. I tell him about the brains in jars.
And the scientists that experimented on themselves.
Yes.
That live with
I
Jerome.
tell him everything.
And
The
about
one
the
thing
deal
that
with
I'd like
Griffin?
to...
What about the time machine?
No.
not the time machine.
Oh.
The,
Don't tell them
the,
everything.
so
Most
everything but the time machine,
The
and
high-speed
I'd like
weapon?
to save the information of the fact that there are hostile xenoform things until after we've launched the ice cream.
and what? So you're going to tell them about the heist we went on where we stole from a god?
Yeah, sure, why
You're
not?
going to tell them about the Hindenburg.
Yeah, I'll tell him about it. The what? Sorry. The sorry what? The Hindenburg.
Hindenburg.
What's the Hindenburg exactly? What's the
So what
Hindenburg?
is this floating
It's the rear
cloud
end of the
called?
Hindenburg.
It's its alcoholic cousin.
Ah,
What is the
Oh,
cloud
not
that
dwarven.
Brunhilde lives on called? Is it called the Hindenburg?
Yes, because it
And
flies
it
to the
flies
sky
like
this.
this.
it is now, I think.
Fuck it.
Yeah. it is
We'll make
now.
you happy.
There you
We'll
go.
call her Cloud the Hindenburg.
Oh God, is this what it's going to be like when I do my campaign?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
They are going to be fucking awful. You
Fucking
know this.
kill me.
I'm going to literally name my character the Hindenburg.
I'm really glad
I've
that
had
this
an
is
idea
going to
for
be more of
character
a...
as well.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Go on.
No, I'm not telling you
No,
yet.
no. No,
He's
you
the
have to
DM.
tell me.
You have
Yes.
to tell
You have to tell me.
Have you seen my
You don't have
No,
to
this is
tell
gonna be
them.
black one.
printing it off?
So
Yeah.
it's going to be a dwarf.
Okay,
He's
good.
that much of an alcoholic that he has a keg strapped to him at all times.
Wow,
So he
he-
can just drink all the time.
What is he, a brewer? Is that
Yes.
Okay. What what's his class, etc.?
In the modern world.
Oh yes, he's got
In
a
fairness-
microbrewery on him.
In fairness,
No,
war culture.
no, seriously, ban.
Why?
I've played with that character before. Ban it now.
Why? Oh, you could be drunk all the
okay.
time.
No. I played with somebody who carried around a fucking microbrewery. It was
Right.
Fair E.
What?
You've heard of Fair E before. No, sorry, Monk E.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard of
E.
Monk E before.
Yeah. What was it? Why was it so bad?
Because of the
Monk
pun
E,
name.
the fifth monk to leave his monastery.
Yes. Why was it so bad that with the whole microbrewery thing?
Because it ended up exploding and blowing up a quarry we were in.
Ah.
I didn't think about that. I just thought about unlimited drink.
And unlimited poker.
Don't forget, you aren't agents of the Men in Black, so you have to be semi-serious.
Yes.
You can keep a microbrewery in
Ah.
your quarters at headquarters. I'll let you do that. But
Not carrying it with you.
yes,
'cause it
you
will be...
can't take that on missions, my dude.
But I will be carrying
You can have-
large
you-
amounts of alcohol.
you
You could
can
have
be.
4 hit flasks. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll allow that. That's
It's going to be
fine.
like a backpack. full of drink.
Sure.
anyway,
And he's going to be
Did your brain stop working
guys,
there for a
right,
minute? Jake?
on with the game.
Right. So, we will go to the Hindenburg tomorrow.
Yes.
You guys are going to be led to his quarters to get your items.
Cool.
He gives you the belt first because that's the quickest to get to.
Thank
He
you.
then takes out the Moonblade, which is in a case. And hands to you.
So what you're going to do
I'll
with...
take that.
Okay, thank you. And the Shiverweave, I believe you wanted it as a cloak.
No, I need it as because basically with the chivalry you can make it as almost like the other glamour armor, but it's a non. It's magical, but it's non. It's like wearing no armor. Not getting armor bones out of it. But it's basically clothes, and I can change it into whatever I want. Take that, thank you.
It's probably the last items I'm going to be able to get for you anytime soon.
A tiny propeller hat made out of shimmer.